Welcome to Brick by Brick, and today we are going into week 2 on our Coruscant MOC. So this is just our second update on what the Coruscant MOC is looking like. If you remember, here I'll just grab the basic layout. This is what Coruscant is going to eventually look like, hopefully. A few things have changed here and there, but this is going to be pretty much what the map looks like. Now, I've got everything laid out here, the Jedi Temple over there, the Senate building here, and then some tall and short buildings scattered throughout. These are made in rainbow color just because I didn't want to waste bricks I could use in making the frame, and I'm just going to take them apart anyway. See over here, I've had to take some of the frames apart to use them in the builds that I've already started. So, that is pretty much what's happened over there. It's a little rundown of what happened last week and what is happening here. But to get into what happened this week, I started working on this little quadrant of the build. Now, there are going to be 3 main buildings. Well, 3.5 really. These 2 buildings cross over plates, so I'm making them so that you can split them in half, and it'll be easier to transport. But we've got one building here, which this first floor is going to be kind of like a bar. I've just got a little clone trooper and Nuke Gunray sitting down here. They're just hanging out. I'm probably not going to keep this bar table. I'll probably do something different with it. Got a little chi crystal over here from Chima because, well, it might be cool to use that with something, a drink or maybe a crystal or something. I don't know yet, but we'll see when that gets used. There's a little table here. Again, this is all rough draft. It'll probably get changed eventually, but I'm getting rough layout and design structure down. Here I'm putting a lot of studs here on the walls of this one. I'm thinking I'll be able to hang pictures or paintings, maybe even weapon racks on the walls so that it can be like a busy cantina style thing, and then everyone's weapons can be together. I also made this kind of like drink here, which is just a cylinder piece with a jewel on top, and I kind of like that. I'm definitely going to change the cylinder I used, but that is just a rough draft of what I'm probably going to use for some of the drinks. I made a little entrance here, and I do really like this door that I made here. I like how the door looks. It is a little tricky because minifigures don't actually fit in it, but I will fix that eventually. And I also like this little just the little decoration I put on top, just to represent what the place is going to be. It's just going to have that there. So yeah, that's the gray building I'm building so far. Next, we've got the dark gray building here, which is very much incomplete. I just started working on this one, but this is where the entrance is going to be. And then in here, I put some little like green tiles so that the floor wasn't all gray and black, because like I feel like that would get just a little bland. So I added some color in there to just lighten up the whole piece. And yeah, again, the slants over here, like I did with the door over here, I added the slants here to make it look a little more futuristic. Then we have the black building over here, which I'm thinking is going to be kind of like maybe a church for the Church of the Force. That's what I'm thinking I'm going, so that's why I put some tiling down here already. I've got some like colorful windows here, and then right here, my favorite part about this is the stained glass window I made here. I really like the window. I don't know if it's going to stay there or get moved, but I do like the window and I'd like to keep it. So that is a plus. And then also around the front here, we do have some little crystal-like structures in the front. So maybe it's going to be like a futuristic temple for the Church of the Force or something. I'm not sure yet, but I do like tiling. I put in some blue pieces there to see where it would go. And yeah, that one is still coming along. It does split here in the middle. Basically, the walls in the middle here aren't connected, so it'll be easy to transport. Yeah, and so then we're going to move on to the floor. So I've designed this tiling. So this is Coruscant, so it is a massive city planet, and so there's really not any dirt or grass around. And so instead of that, I'm putting these like tiles that are in these 3 colors, the black, the light gray, and the dark gray, to make it look kind of like cityscape. And so I've completed the tiling around this first base plate here. And I made it look random so that it looks a little, just looks random and not uniform. So it'll look like it's been worn out a little bit. I also just added some crates here. There's occasional studs scattered throughout. So for example, you can take your crate and move it to a different stud location, or even a minifigure like this clone trooper over here. We can put them right here. So there's places for them to go on studs so they can like stand and you don't have to worry about them falling over when you're transporting it. And so it just makes everything more secure. There he goes back into the bar. So yeah, it just makes it more secure that way. Then over here, I've decided to use these 2x2 gray flat pieces just as the little connectors. So all of these spaces, if I can get it off, all of these are just going to be where the connectors are, and then it just comes up. So it'll be really easy to transport because you'll just be able to break it up into the many pieces that it is. And then all these little gray pieces will just be where you can pick it up. And then you can also use those to hold stuff. Like I have this little barrel right here being held up by the gray piece. All right. Yeah, I got a lightsaber and a knife in there. I'm thinking about putting a lot of Easter eggs down on the floor and then up taller, up higher. It's probably going to be pretty tall, like coming up to this tall or something. I'm trying to. So we'll see. But thinking up there, it's going to be more realistic to Star Wars. And then down here, a lot of Easter eggs between arrows and such. And I think it'll be pretty fun. So that is all I've got for week 2. I'm going to keep building throughout this week, and we'll see where I get next week. We'll see how far I get, if I even get this quadrant done, or if I move somewhere else. So, thank you for watching Brick by Brick, and check back soon for more news and more reviews.